final amount. So what we're actually going to do now, current coin index, we're going to call that the current coin index, so that while we're actually going through the process we can recall what coin we're actually using. We're going to bring back up the remaining amount, and we're going to divide, and then we're going to call the current value of the coin we're using from the array. So what we're actually doing here is, for the current coin index, so in this case the first one would be 7, we're taking the remaining amount and dividing it by the current coin value. So in this case it would go to index number 7, which is 200, and it would do the remaining amount, which, if we had 200, divided by 200, and that would give us a result of, for example, 1. And then at the end we need to do a finishing. We then want to store that result for the current one we're using. So don't know why that error came up then. But currently the number of coins that we used to get to divide into the remaining amount, we want to put that into the current coin and the current coin index. What we want to do is take the remaining amount, because that would obviously have changed, minus that of the current coin index, multiplied by the coin value for the current coin. So what it's actually going to do is, say there was £4.2 and we're on index 7, which is £2. If we use 2 of those coins, then we want to take the £4 off this remaining amount to leave obviously the 22 pence. What we can do now is simply put if remaining amount, that 2 equals in a row is basically is equal to 0. We want to break the code. You don't have to do this, however it's kind of recommended, because then it stops the program over and over again, which we don't really want. Then we want to end this subroutine, and we want to output our results. This is where those res200 text equals. Now we've got this array, number of coins used. We want to call up index 7, which is £2, and convert that to string. So basically what this is now going to do is the res200 text, which is the one that's next to this £2, we want to change that to the amount of coins that we used. So if we had a 600, if the user had put in 600, then we'd obviously have used 3 of these coins. You can kind of cheat here and copy and paste 7 more times, and then simply change these to whatever you're doing. And then simply change the index at the end. The index, obviously 7 is going to be £2, 6 is going to be £1, 5, 50p, etc. All the way down to the output. At that stage we're actually done, and the program is fully functional. So we click play, and as you can see I made a mistake in my programming. So if we put in 1 pence, we see there that no other coins were used, just the 1 pence. If we put in 8 pence, we'd obviously expect one £5 pence coin, 1 2 pence coin, and 1 1 pence coin. Let's put in £10.23. So in that case, 5 £2 coins, a 20 pence, a 2 pence, and a 1 pence. So we can see this works. Notably, I'm not going to go into the rules, but if you were to put in a non-numerical value, it will actually cause an error. So here, you obviously want to, instead of calling this value straight away, you want to create a rule. So if txt amount.text is not numerical, then notify user and exit. So obviously you want to put in some kind of rule there, and at the end here you could probably add up the total amount of coins used to create something at the bottom to say you used, say, 3 or 4 coins. But any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments below, and you can always email me or send me a message on YouTube, and I'm happy to answer any questions you've got. Cheers, and again, this was a tutorial by Trix.